This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Umass will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Toss sweep right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minuteman offense heads onto the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Quick completion to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. First down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open on the right. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Gets rid of it. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Umass.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gossett. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Runs through the tackle. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Found a bunch potential room and got it to the 44-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. The sure hands, it's Harding. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Umass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
And the Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to... Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Umass offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Umass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looking for a man, it's Navarro. Good timing on the quick out. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bobcats! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and fired complete. There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Harding. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Gibson. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Umass!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Griffin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. He'll try to pop the draw. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Navarro. He's got the back in the middle. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gossett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Umass comes to the line, facing second and short. Going to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Umass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Puts it right down the boulevard. No sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll give it to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Jordan. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Minutemen! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. To the air, it's Navarro. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Gossett. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game.